My name's Lisa Quait, and welcome to my midweek episode of Real Women's Stories. My midweek episodes are really about me sharing my experiences and giving you some tools, some advice, and some practices to use, which I hope will be helpful, which I've used in my journey. And then we can share away and help each other, and we won't feel alone. In my previous episode, I interviewed my lovely friend Myrna, who I call Sunshine in a Bottle. She is a celebrity makeup artist and also practices mindful makeup. Now, what is mindful makeup? Because I asked her that question. So it's really about looking within ourselves and feeling good about ourselves. So then when we look in the mirror and we go to put our masks on, makeup, whatever you want to call it, we're enhancing how we feel inside as well as our own inner and outer beauty. Let's go into why do we worry about our self-image? Society puts such pressure on us. We've got social media, we've got TV programs, we've got magazines, we've got it's everywhere. People are posting videos and the pictures aren't like the normal pictures where we'd sit there and smile. Everyone poses. I went to a fantastic evening when I was away in Spain, and there was a group of women by the toilets, and they actually had a light that they were using to shine on each other so they could get the best picture. And they probably spent 25 minutes taking pictures of themselves. I mean, it's crazy, but that's what society has done to us. So I think it's really important that we, first of all, know that we're not alone in the way that we feel, but also let's help with our mindset. So I've got a couple of ways to help. First of all, when we look in the mirror, what do we see? What do we actually see? Because for me, I feel that sometimes I have a bit of body dysmorphia. What I see is not what is real, okay? So I think we have to understand that, and also what other people notice about us, because what we don't like about ourselves, honestly, no one notices. So I have my left eye, I'm partially blind in my left eye, and I've got a lazy eye. No one ever says, "Oh, Lisa, how's your eye?" No one ever looks at my eye. No one even notices it. I'm the only one that notices it, really. So that's just one example. Let's work out who we want to be and what we like about ourselves. So who do we want to be in terms of our feelings and our emotions? We want to be good people. We want to help people. We want to be a good mum. I want to do well at work. I want to feel all those positive vibes, all those feelings. So let's think about all the positive stuff that we want to be. And then we look at ourselves in the mirror and say, what is it that I like about myself? Because there must be things. So I'll use myself as an example. I've always been worried about my eye, but I've got lovely blue eyes and I like to wear blue clothes, as anyone watching this can see. I wear lots of colourful clothes to bring out my eye colour because I want to enhance the features that I like about myself. When I was younger, I always prided myself on having a flat belly, but I had a big bum and I had big legs, but I'd always, show off my belly. Obviously, I can't now because I'm in my 50s going through menopause and, it becomes quite difficult. And also I can't wear midriff tops when my kids are wearing them because that wouldn't look great. One thing I've done, it might be difficult in the beginning, but I've actually asked a friend. I've said to them, look, tell me all the good stuff. Tell me all the good stuff that I do, and look at my face and look at me as a person and tell me what it is that you like about me. Because once you hear it, you should start believing it. These are your friends. They're not going to lie. They're not going to tell you a lie. They're going to tell you the truth. And then you can start listening to their chatter rather than the chatter that goes in your head that says, oh, oh God, my eye's not great today, or I've got big legs, or I've got big bum, or I don't like my cheekbones, I don't like my nose. Start thinking about all the positive stuff, all the good stuff, because there is good stuff. You just have to see it. You have to open that door, and you have to listen to what other people also are saying, which is why I said, talk to a friend, ask them, write all of this down, and then read over it again. If you find the journaling difficult, once you can maybe do the friendship mirroring first, and also do the same to them. It's nice to talk about good stuff that they do and all the nice things that they have going on in their lives, and how they look, all their lovely features. Maybe they're amazing at dressing, they've got great fashion sense. Because when you start giving out those acknowledgements, it's easier to receive them as well. Another thing that you can do is create a vision board. So think about self-care activities that you could do, some new activities, positive activities that you could do, which will then create that, give you all those endorphins, make you feel good. So I started Pilates. I absolutely love it, but I found a specialized Pilates class that worked for me because I like my workouts. So do some research. When you do your vision board, start cutting out and writing down segments or words or phrases or activities. If you enjoy doing stuff with your family, if you enjoy doing things with your friends, create a beautiful vision board so you can put that up in your room when you're having a bad day. You can start acknowledging, or you can read back on your acknowledgements. You can read back on all the nice things that your friends said about you. You've then got this beautiful vision board, which should encourage you to do those activities, because once it's there, once you see it, it will actually encourage you to want to take part in those activities, and do it with a friend as well. Do it with your friends, get other people involved. And also surround yourself with positive people. Positive people will give you a vibe. You vibe off their energy. So if I surround myself with somebody who, and this was me, oh God, I feel so fat. I feel so big. Does my bum look big in this? Every conversation I had was that we need to be around people that are going to talk about positive things. And I'm not saying that you can't surround yourself with somebody and help them out with a problem now and again, because we all go through that. But let's kind of unite together and let's kind of get that energy flowing, because if you do surround yourself with positive people, what happens? You start to think in a more positive way. And the other thing is, why can't we accept just who we are? We should be able to accept who we are, because we've done some great things. So if we look back at our acknowledgements, if we look back at our journaling, the notes we've written, the vision board, we now can start accepting all the good and positive stuff that we do, and it should change our mindset, which means we should have a better self-esteem or positive self-esteem. And what that leads to is a better self-image, the image we have of ourselves, the reflection we have of ourselves. I'm going to give you one thing that Myrna did actually say to me, because we talked a lot about makeup and how she uses makeup to make us, we can make ourselves feel good. When she's feeling low, she gets a colourful lipstick and puts it on. Why can't we do that? Use colour like I do with my blue to accentuate my eyes. Think about a colour that you like, wear it. Makeup, clothes, surround yourself with that colour, because you could resonate with it. It can put you in a better mood for the day. So those are really, as I said, my experiences that I have. These are the practices that I use to help me. If you feel that you would like to ask me any questions, if any of these topics have touched you and you would like to explore the opportunity of getting into a better mindset and doing some coaching work, you can email me. The email address is TheRealStoriesPodcast@gmail.com. So any questions you have, even if you want to get in touch with Myrna, practice your mindful makeup with her, get in touch via TheRealStoriesPodcast@gmail.com. Another thing that would be really helpful is if you could leave a review and rate the podcast and the episode, and write any comments. If there's something specific that you liked that I've spoken about, or indeed in the other episode where I interviewed Myrna, please share your thoughts. It will be really helpful for us, because then we know that you like the podcast, you like what you're hearing, or indeed if there's other topics that you want us to cover. So that's me for this episode. I hope that you found this helpful. I've actually enjoyed talking about it, because now I'm going to go off and I'm in a great mood to start my day. And I will see you next week on the next episode of The Real Women's Stories with me, Lisa Quait. Have a fantastic day.